Hello everybody, in today's video I'll be solving the Yushin 7x7, and as you can see by the length of this video I suck at 7x7, but this video is really about the commentary anyways. So I'm going to talk about a few topics. I'm just going to take them off my Facebook page from people's suggestions. I guess they're more of Q&A, I don't know. The first one comes from Mark Williams. He goes, what about working with cube shops and what it's like and what goes on that you guys don't see? Well, there's not really much that you don't see except for more of a personal relationship I have with these people that the general public don't. I'm sure it's common knowledge that anybody who is sponsored by any puzzle shop gets stuff for free. I mean, they send the puzzles for free, they sponsor the channel, and they review it. That's basically just how it goes. The things that you don't see, though, are just conversations that I have. I mean, like, I'm becoming pretty good friends with Phil and a couple people from the Cubicle, and I text Phil all the time. I was texting him this morning for half an hour just talking about stuff, and I just get kind of an inside scoop on some products that are coming out that haven't been announced yet, or, some background of products that I'll be reviewing, just so I know some history of it. It's nothing that, like, this is what you have to do in the video. There's nothing like that at all. What I do in my video is 100% my choice. But when you start to get to know people because of these business dealings, you just start talking and you just become friends. And so that's basically all you don't see is the personal relationship between me and these people. That's basically it. But hey, great question. The next one comes from David Din. Is there something you were always interested in but never got around to do? No, not really. When I get interested in things, I usually obsess on them. I do have ideas that aren't implemented yet. So, another question is, do you have any future plans? Well, let's talk about my channel. Yes, I do have future plans. For a long time, people were doing Draw My Life. It was this big fad on YouTube, this big trendy thing. And then people in the community of cubing started doing Draw My Cubing Life. And I never really did it because I don't really... This is going to seem really stupid from a guy wearing an Apple Watch, but I don't really like trendy things. But the idea of Draw My Cubing Life is interesting. It's an interesting way to like tell your story. So my idea is vlog my cubing life, which means I'm not going to draw anything. I'm actually going to go, like, as a lot of you know, I moved 4 hours away from where I used to live. So I'm actually going to take a trip and like go to the actual apartment that I was in at the time when I solved my first Rubik's Cube. Show you guys, this is where it started for me. Talk a little bit about my experience with it. Then go to the store, the actual store that I bought my very first Rubik's Cube in, and show you my very first Rubik's Cube, where I was at the time. Go to the apartment that I lived in where I created Crazy Bad Cuber. Show you some of the old cameras I use and just the progression. Talk about it in a story format. Go to the actual place where I met the very first cubers I ever met at a cube meet. Go to the place where I actually went to my very first competition. Talk about some of the things I've been up and down with Crazy Bad Cuber, and actually like show you these places, not just draw them, but go there and make a trip out of it. I think that'd be a really cool, entertaining video, especially if I can get people involved. Like if I go to a cube meet where I went to my very first cube meet, try to get another cube meet going so I can actually like show you guys what it was like the first time, but now we're just all a little bit older. I think it would be a really cool, entertaining video. Another future plan I have, I'm always thinking of other channels. I've made quite a few and I've abandoned them for various reasons, either becoming uninterested or the Lego one became too expensive and I was dealing with a separation. There was a lot of things that go on with me abandoning other channels. But I do have another idea for another one that's an unboxing channel. It appeals to a mass amount of people and the implementing of it is key. And the way that I want to do it is completely different than anybody else on YouTube. And any single person that I've told this idea to has said, wow, that is such a good inventive idea way to do it. That would be so entertaining. And I'm not going to divulge what it is here because I don't want anyone stealing it, because it is a very, very good idea. I've spent about a year thinking about it and planning it. I just have to implement it, but it's going to cost a lot of money to start, which is why I haven't done it yet. All right, so that's sort of where I am with that. Michael Womack, we all know who he is. He goes, talk about this one guy who's working on a 25 by 25 by 25 Rubik's Cube and showed the video for the core of it. And I will link that below, actually. If the guy can create a 25 layered Rubik's Cube, good for him, world record. I also saw on the Twisty Puzzles forum somebody's trying to create a 33 by 33 by 33. So I don't have much to say about it besides the fact that go and check that video out because it looks promising. All right, and somebody says you could talk about the new t-shirts you want to make. So you guys might remember a long time ago I did this Teespring thing with my Crazy Bag Cuber intro logo on it. That did get fulfilled. Everybody got their shirts. People sent me messages, and it was very well received. And since then, tons and tons of people have wanted to buy them, but I don't have access to them anymore, and I don't really want to re-release it. It's sort of like me making my own puzzles. I hardly ever do it to create rarity of it. It's an exclusive item. So yeah. There's a very good possibility of new t-shirts coming out for Crazy Bag Cuber. The design on them, I have no idea. I'm thinking just my logo. It's very colorful. It's nice. It's bright. I would like your guys' opinion. Leave comments down below. If I was to make Crazy Bag Cuber shirts or have them made by a company or something, what would you like to see on them? Would you even be interested in it? There was a huge interest in it last time I did it, so hopefully there would be this time. But what would you like it to see on the design? Leave your comments below and let me know. And, they can be read and considered. All right, let's see. Comment on the Cubicle.us new Pro Shop. Okay, so I'm on that website right now. So they rebranded it. Okay, so it's the Pro Shop now. Before it was, Cubicle Premium Cubes. It was the Premium, but now it's the Pro Shop. And I don't know, I haven't talked to Phil or anybody at the Cubicle about why they rebranded that name. I would guess because most professional, world-class speed cubers that buy from the Cubicle buy those puzzles. They're pro cubers using these professional puzzles. So it makes sense to change it. One thing that I see on here right now is they've made a Cubicle Wushuang Pro 5x5. So they've done their premium service on a 5x5, and I hope to get that and show you guys that as well. They've also got some 2x2 and a Pyraminx now as well. Yeah, anyways, that's all I really have to say about the Pro Shop. They just make great products. They've rebranded the name, and that's pretty much all I can see about it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.